Okay, so this is your homework help for 9-2B. It is very similar to what we've already been doing, but different graphing now. We're going to look at some different things. So instead of looking for the solutions where it crosses the x-axis, we're going to figure out what happens when you graph an inequality. Okay, so if you look here, we've got this lovely little greater than sign, right? And so we've done a lot of graphs where we do the inequality along with it when we did lines, and it'll continue on. So with parabolas, we have to, it requires breaking or keeping the graph solid, and then also shading, because we're looking for all the ordered pairs that are greater than, not just equal to. So the parabola itself are all the ordered pairs that equal, and then the greater than or less than is all the ordered pairs that are either greater than or less than it. The graphing calculator will do this amazing thing for us. Okay, so everything else is the same, just a nice little review from before. So we're going to go ahead and say x equals negative b over 2a to find my vertex. This is the only calculation I need you guys to do by hand. If something's going wrong with your graph, check this value, check with the buddy, make sure your sign's right. You guys mess this up quite a bit. Okay, so then we're going to do x equals, my b value is negative 8. So we're going to put positive 8 there over 2 times 2. That means x is equal to 8 over 4. My x value is equal to 2. And so now that I know that, and now that I know this is a whole number, my table of values will give me the other whole number that I need. So if you haven't already, grab your graphing calculators. We can hit pause, and you're going to want to put this equation into your y equals. So I'll give you a second to get caught up to that point. Once you have that equation put in there, you have your x equals 2. Go ahead and graph the function. Make sure it does look like a parabola. Okay, and then let's get the parts of our parabola. So now we're going to make our table of values. So we're just going to come over to the side here. And my vertex is 2 something. Okay, and if you go to your table of values and find 2 and center it in your table, you're going to find out that I believe you get 0. So 2, 0 is our vertex. So go ahead and plot 2, 0 on your graph. Okay, then we're going to look at 2 points above that on our table and 2 points below that. And the 2 points above are going to be on the left side of the function, and then the 2 points below will be on the right side of the function. So a point right above 2 would be 1. Right before I get to 2, I get to 1. And the graphing calculator should give me that value. I don't have it punched in yet. Let me just do that real quick in my head. 2 minus 8 is negative 6, so 2. So I get 1, 2. And if you look 1 directly below it, 1, 2's buddy. So let's go ahead and graph 1, 2. So that's over to the right 1, up 2. Okay. 1, 2's buddy below 2, 0 is 3, 2. Remember, the vertex is like the center of your graph. So 3, 2 is the other matching buddy that matches that other one. So we use symmetry to graph these things. Okay, and then we go 1 more above. So 1 more above 1 would be 0. And when I look at my table of values, 0 gives me 8. It's also my y-intercept right there. So 0 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the matching buddy that goes with 0, 8 is 4. So 4 also goes up 8. So just a quick reminder, if you look at 2, let's say you look at 2, maybe what if you accidentally had negative 2, right? So somewhere in this x equals negative b over 2a, it didn't work out and you have a negative 2. If you center everything around negative 2, it's wrong. And so it's not going to look like this. It's not going to look symmetrical. So the very first place I want you to look is, did you calculate this correctly? Check with somebody next to you and try to figure it out. The second place I want you to look, go into your y equals. Did you put all of that in correctly? Are you missing a variable? Does it look exactly the way it should? Does it look like a parabola when you hit graph? Because if it doesn't, that means your function is entered incorrectly. Okay, so I'm going to graph 4, 8 as well. Okay, and now we can go ahead and just connect and extend just as usual, but there's just some extra steps here at the end. So my vertex is 2, 0. I'm just going to fill in this stuff. My y-intercept is 8. Okay. This is going to be a broken line because it doesn't have the line underneath it, so it's broken, dashed, right? Okay, and then usually what we do at this point is we pick a point not on it to check. But I'm going to show you how to do this on the graphing calculator because it's so much easier that way. We're shading the solutions that make this true. So what I want you guys to do is under apps. So your apps button is diagonal from the green right underneath your variable button. Find APPS. And I'm just going to write this up here. And under apps, you're going to want to find an application called Inequals. Okay, it's just like your phone, just like applications on your phone. This has an app that will do inequalities for us. So it's actually choice 7. So if you hit enter, a Texas Instruments screen comes up and just hit any key to just continue. It takes you right to the graphing screen. Okay, and nothing looks any different. You should have your actual function just sitting there. Well, what's different about it is if you arrow over so that you can put a box around the y equals sign. So if you arrow with your cursor, and it'll also take like the color. So you have like that little blue square there. It will put a box around that whole thing. Put a box around it and hit enter. Not only is this how we change our color, we can change our color if we want here, but you use the little arrows. So that's what that little blue diamond, it looks like a diamond blinking. Those are just saying left and right arrows. If you want to change the color, go to the left, go to the right. If you arrow down, you can change the equals to be less than, greater than or equal to. So find the one that matches what we got here, which is your greater than, and then eventually just hit OK. Don't worry about the style. The style will figure itself out. If you put greater than, it will figure itself out. So now if you hit enter, look at your function. It should read y greater than x squared, or 2x squared minus 8x plus 8. Go ahead and hit graph and look what happens. Not only did it break it for us, it also shaded everything that we needed. Kind of cool, right? So today we're not only just graphing, you're going to do all the stuff that we've already done, but then just some additional things with graphing is how you can graph using the graphing calculator and shade, break and shade. This is the only one I'm doing because there's only 4. This would be a good day to either finish up the other worksheet, start this worksheet. Tomorrow's lesson is just finish everything up, make it good, okay? And kind of work together, and then tomorrow's assignment will just be getting all of your graphing calculator stuff in. If you did not get your very first lesson when I was here before spring break, get that in as well. Good luck.